welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, I want to go over something with you guys. Y'all know, I know I'm aware there's a lot of DIY guys out there, and sometimes I'm also aware that DIY guys run into problems. And one of the DIY guys' last hope or last solution or last thing he have to try at his disposal is unfortunately another shop. In some cases, the dealership. Okay, now this car right here in particular, yes, the owner's a DIY guy. Love doing his own work. Love doing his own work. Fairly good at pretty much, can replace anything. Now, a lot of DIY guys not real good at diagnostics, and I understand that. You have to be around this stuff daily to get a sense of what's going on. Okay, but at some point you got to realize something ain't right. You cannot tell me or go to a shop and tell them I replaced that O2 sensor. That's upstream because it's one of the older models. That's not too upstream, too downstream. You cannot tell me you replaced the O2 sensors 4 times, he say, and then tell me, yeah, the computer said my O2 sensor bad. Guys, I keep telling you, I want to keep saying that there's no fault code name. I don't think no car makers do this, not just Dodge or Chrysler, but I don't think any of them would name their fault code a particular part bad. Just say, for instance, let's pull a number out of the air. P0523 name O2 sensor bad. No. Computers don't work like that, guys. So the fault code is going to be merely, it's helpful because it's going to put you in the right direction, but I don't understand why people replace part after part. This is new map sensor. I don't think the whole, it's not even bolted down there. It's just, okay, some of them are not, I don't think I've ever replaced a map sensor on this model. This is 3.8, this model, okay, because some of them used to be mounted in different spots. Yes, map sensors can go bad, but if you're chasing electrical issues, guys, and you keep throwing all these weird fault codes, you likely have wiring problem. Wiring issue, guys. This whole harness, everything goes through wiring harness. Now, this car is here at the dealer. Like I say, this is the DIY guy last hope, last chance. Now, y'all know dealerships are lawsuit prone. They can easily be sued. So we've been under instructions to not be very careful. Now we have independent streaks where we'll go rogue on our own as far as the diagnostic, hoping for the best. I mean, the management will give us that type freedom, okay? Because keep in mind, when we make money, they make money. So it's in everybody's best interest to at least try to make some money. But at some point, the mechanic has to have common sense and stop. And that's where I'm at on this one, okay? I literally refuse to work on this. Number one, first thing I'm gonna write up is a wiring harness. Y'all see that? Now this is how the car came in. I didn't do none of this. I will write up a wiring harness. I will not try to repair this. And this is a problem. This is ground, and ground, we all know how important ground is to a car. All right, so this is number one. Now in doing so, yes, I went through the motions. I actually went to parts department. All right, give me a price on a complete engine wiring harness. Lo and behold, guys, the wiring harness is not available anymore. That's right, it's been discontinued. And it's not an old car. What is this, an 08? Maybe an 08 Caravan or something like that. But I can't get a wiring harness. I don't want an aftermarket wiring harness. And quite frankly, the estimate to install the wiring harness will likely exceed the value of the car. Now, depending on how much the customer loved this vehicle, I guess would dictate if he paid to get it fixed or not. But doesn't matter. I refuse to work on it. And here's another problem. Okay, now this PCM is supposed to live down there on the frame wall. All right, some way, somehow, he didn't get it to sit right here to make it easily accessible. This is not the original PCM. As you can see, the connectors they look damaged. They look compromised. Okay, now take a look at the tip of them. This is not original. So my point is, guys, nothing on this car is original. Now, should you proceed with trying to legally diagnose this car? That's up to you. That's why I say it's going to be a matter of personal preference. I am one of the most greediest guys in the shop. I have a hard time turning down anything, guys. I think I can make money off any vehicle that come here because I think I can figure out what's wrong with any vehicle that come here. But at some point, you got to draw the line. This is where I draw the line. Number one, like I said, I can't get a wiring harness. And number two, by the time I price out, he said the car won't start. Now, this looks like a used PCM, but I don't know if y'all know this, but these PCMs are not plug and play. Okay, you can't just unplug all 4 connectors and plug in a new one and expect the car to start. So it would likely need to be programmed. This is not original. So everything has been compromised. Even the battery is wrong. The battery, okay, not as wrong because battery only have one job, to supply voltage. But guys, yes, too many new parts. I talked to him. He explained to me the things he replaced, and he's still stuck. Okay, this likely gonna be one of those ones. I've had to replace injector harness before because the circuit interrupts right there. You have a nagging EGR code or a nagging injector code. That whole circuit, I'll have to do load tests at some point. I would even overlay the wiring harness. I don't know if you guys remember, but the old 3.3s and 3.8s was the wiring harness back here that used to melt all the time because it was too close to exhaust. Chrysler got smart. That harness is no longer routed back here. Okay, it is routed other places, but it doesn't stop heat from damaging weather strips and harnesses and engine couplings, any of that stuff. So, yes, guys, Mr. JT, refused to work on this car. Not because I don't think I can fix it, but because the repair bill will easily exceed the value of the car. Now, by saying that, it sounds like I'm belittling customer car. That's not the case, guys. Like I say, at some point, common sense have to come into play. Not from a customer standpoint, but from the mechanic standpoint. I mean, I have an employer to protect, and I have my own reputation to protect. All right, this engine harness is not easy. So this engine harness route all the way through, I've seen guys get 8 hours for that. So imagine if I had to charge this guy 8 hours labor to replace this complete engine wire harness. 8 hours, guys. We charge what, $180? That's rounding off to $200. $200 times 8, that's $1,600 off the bat. Customer gonna be out of to get that replaced. So like I say, the repair bill easily will exceed the value of the car. So that's a big no for me. Can't do it. I don't know what happens next. I have no idea. It's not my call. It's the customer's call. So we'll see, guys. I'll let y'all know. It's not a bad looking car. It's just it's gonna take too much to get it back to normal. All right, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.